Mexicans are heading to the polls on Sunday for the nation's midterm elections. In one Mexico City borough, Oscar Saavedra is waiting in line at his polling station to vote for federal, state and local representatives and his next borough mayor.
These elections are extremely important because today we will decide on the next 20 or 30 years of our country's future.
This is the culmination of long-awaited and historic elections. More than 93 million Mexicans are eligible to vote in what is considered the largest single electoral event in the country's history, deciding on more than 20,000 public office positions at all three levels of government. And given the increasingly polarised state of Mexican politics, analysts say voter turnout is expected to be high. President Andrés Manuel López Obrador isn't on the ballot, but given that his presidency has divided the 10 competing political parties into two broad coalitions, those for and against his leadership, many voters today see this as a referendum on his leadership and policies.
We have seen 3 years of terrible results, and we need to come together as a country to do something about it.
The president has helped the whole country in many ways, socially, culturally, economically. He has had the best intentions since the start of his term and has improved many things.
Yet these elections will also set new precedents for diversity in political representation. A 2019 constitutional reform now requires half of all political candidates to be women, and for that same gender parity to be carried into the offices of state. In addition, the National Electoral Institute has stipulated that each party must put forward candidates to represent minority groups, setting mandatory candidatures from the country's indigenous, Afro-Mexican, migrant, disabled and LGBT+ communities.
Inclusion has long been called for in Mexico, across our system of political representation. Studies here have shown that people here feel very distant from their political representatives, that they neither know nor care who they are. So these are efforts to change that.
As the votes begin to be counted, they may add up to a very different political outcome for Mexico. Alistair Baverstock, CGTN, Mexico City.